What's up, everybody? It's the Spiritual Light passing through, Miss Pat, and I'm here with another video. Today, this video is going to be about an observation that I've had, and I've looked at over some of the research that we've been doing, and just being a person here in this world. I told you all my gift is the gift of observation and being able to see something clearly and be able to regurgitate it back to you in a way in which you can understand. Sometimes I can see complicated things a little bit more easier and tell other people how to fix them. And that's what I've used my gift prior for, is in law. So it helps me do my job. I'm switching that up, and I am doing it now for the nation. Okay? I had a epiphany the other day, and it came through just as clear, and I was able to see a couple of things that I wanted to share with you and see if you feel the same and see if you can understand where this is going, because I think we all can understand where some of this whole entire newness that we're waking up to is going. In the past, with our ancestors, during the time of Moses and things like that, we were into all kinds of following the ordinances and things and the laws and things like that of our father and nation. We didn't do it very well, because if we did, we wouldn't have been into half the captivities that we went into. But it got to a point with the Most High with us where he was feeling like this is a lot of lip service these folks are giving me, okay? And a lot of killing of animals, and they still grinning and sinning, and they ain't quite got this together. And this is the reason why he had to keep sending prophet after prophet after prophet to remind us of certain things, and then we had our typical priest of Mahan that were in the midst with us, basically saying, you can't go around healing folks on the Sabbath. That's what they did when Mozart came. You understand what I'm saying? You can't come in and heal nobody on the Sabbath. And he was like, well, if you fell into a hole, am I just supposed to leave you there by yourself? Why animals could possibly come and eat you because it's the Sabbath, and then come to you later on if you're still alive, and then rescue you from your situation? It got to be real stupid the way they would do things. And the Most High was like, these people just giving me lip service. You know what I'm saying? They not really about it. And now we have a lot of the camps and stuff like that want to, relive that time, where, we go back to the old ways, and we go back to the ways of our ancestors, all the way to the point that we do stupid shit like dress up like them in our world today, which means absolutely nothing. That's just outward showing of BS as far as I'm concerned. You put on a costume and you go and you sit amongst other people, and it's like, what is that saying? Okay, yes, we want to do things of our ancestors, but this is how we show it on the outwards, instead of actually doing the work that we need to do on the inside to be able to please the Most High. You understand what I'm saying? We get real goofy with the stuff. Now, fast forward over into more modern times of us being in captivity. Now the heathens have basically given us this new sphere of information of who our God is supposed to be, and how we're supposed to pray. We're supposed to do all of these strange days. We don't even do our Sabbath day at all. We go to church on Sunday. We have these strange holidays, Easter, Christmas, and all this other stuff. And this is supposed to be towards our God. So now we don't have nothing to do with our God all the way around. And they basically tell us that they can take care of us. They tell us in this sphere over here, you work 30 years on a job, and we'll give you enough that you can make enough money to buy a house, and this house you can pass down to your kids if you're lucky, and we can take care of you in this particular world. You get a car, you get a 2.5 kids and a picket fence house, and everything's gonna be everything, and we can take care of you. We're gonna take care of your lights, your gas, your all of this, and you'll be fine for a price, and you'll have your little job that you sit on for 30 years, and then after you finish that so many years of you working, then you go home and retire, and you sit down, and You look at four walls of this place you broke your back for 30 years that none of your children want, or either it's gone through divorce and people have been fighting over it, and all kinds of crazy things. And you look around and you say, this is what my life has been for the last 30 some odd years of sitting here in this rat race that goes nowhere, climbing a corporate ladder to absolutely nowhere. And as you look around, you begin to ask yourself, and I know if I'm asking myself and I'm not retired during these last 2 years, I know retired people have had to sit around and say, I don't know what to do with myself. What am I doing here? Why did I waste 30 years of my life doing what I was doing to only look around and here's this house here that I have that can be knocked down at any time by a tornado, bad weather, any kind of thing. And it constantly needs work. You don't understand? My children don't really come visit me like that. So what did I do all of this for? You look at all of this stuff and you sit up here and say, my life is still empty. Now, what is happening to us now that have been awakened is that we're looking at the rat race. We're looking at the old world of Hebrews, and we're beginning to say, nah, that don't work for me. And this new heathen type way of thinking and Gentile type of way of thinking is not working for me either. Something's wrong and I need to get rid of all both of them. Now we come into this thing where we're able to see both sides of this, and what we find, what we see, and what we experience is looking around, everything around us is dead. There's no amount of money that you can make that's going to change the fact that you're bored. Not only are you bored, this whole world, after you get the car, after you get the nice house, after you get the nice clothes, you take a couple of trips, what else is there? What else is there? It's nothing. And you ask yourself, is this all that life has to offer? And some people have sold themselves for high prices to gather those little things. And now they're finding out that those little things mean nothing to them at all. You're finding that the world, in the words of Yahshua, was the world is a dead carcass, and down to the food that we eat. Now, if you're not eating food from Mother Earth, you're not eating any kind of electric. You're not eating any kind of life. You're eating dead. Everything around you is dead. So now you're looking for something else to quicken you. And you don't know what that something else is. Then you find out all of this information has been hidden from you altogether. You find out that everybody had a little piece of the puzzle. You got Hindus with pieces of the puzzle. You got Muslims with pieces of the puzzle. You got, the Jewish people have a piece of the puzzle. You have the Asian people have a piece of the puzzle. Everybody's got a piece of this puzzle to spirituality, and it's all coming together as one. But people don't like what it's coming together as. It's coming together as love for one another. It's coming together as caring about each other, caring about the earth, caring about everything that's going on with you. Then it's starting to morph into something even bigger than that. Now we're getting into the astrology parts. Now we're getting into the esoteric parts, that the things that we didn't understand about ourselves, the dreams, the, supernatural things that happened to us when we were children, the ability to see things that were not, as they say, normal to see as a human being. And people, oh, you're born without a veil over your eyes, and all of those old sayings that the old people used to say. All these things are coming together in some strange comicosm that's wheeling into this thing of understanding. And the understanding is growing and growing every day. And you're asking yourself, where are we going? And the reality is we're going to some place that your mind can't even comprehend. We're going someplace where your car, BMW, Mercedes, means nothing, because you'll be able to get on a ley line, think of where you want to go, and be there in 2.2 seconds. Who needs a Der Kadashi car then? Okay? If I can ride the ley line and get to Paris in 2 seconds, who needs a plane? Who needs a Der Kadashi plane? Okay? If I can have a conversation with my daughter or anybody I want to just by thought of envisioning their face and then talking to them in my mind, who needs a Derek Kadashi phone? AT&T, T-Mobile, Sprint, all of them places will all be obsolete. Our world would change right before our eyes. We wouldn't need the constraints that we have right now of all of these Gentiles telling us, oh, you need our laws, you need our policies, you need our houses, you need our gas, you need our lights. No, I don't at that point. I don't need you to control me at all. I can do that which I want and be judged on whatever I'm doing by the Most High and not by the world. And I don't give a damn about what the world thinks about me. This is where we're going, to a place not comprehensible. And I don't think a lot of people are grasping that concept. And then there's some of us who've had these little special abilities and things like that since we were kids, and thought that there was something wrong with us. So we keep to ourselves and we stay extroverts and keep our head down and try not to draw too much attention to ourselves. And all of a sudden, 9 chances out of 10, you're going to be thrust into a teaching position because it's going to be more people who know how to do this or want to learn how, and they didn't know that they naturally were able to do that. So you may have to graduate from being an introvert to an extrovert. Okay? Myself is happening right here. Okay? But we need to understand that the world in which we live in, we're seeing it for ourselves. We're seeing how people are being treated all around the world. We're seeing that we are no longer interested in the way things used to be. I'm not interested in stock options. I'm really not interested in crypto, even though I have some. You understand what I'm saying? I'm really not interested in it. I'm not interested in Biden's war right now with Russia because it's his war, and we know how it's going to end up. They're going to end up going at it. We're going to have a problem, and things are going to get real, as lack of better, fucked up for everybody, okay? Everybody around the globe is going to get fucked up for it, okay? Rich folks want to stay on top, and they fighting with everything they got to stay on top. And unfortunately, we all know how this is going to end badly for them, okay? If you didn't understand, the book of Revelations was written from a wicked's point of view of seeing things and not from the righteous people's point of view. You'll understand why it's so, oh, that's scary. It would be scary if I'm a dirty motherfucker getting ready to get what's coming to me. Yeah, Revelations will scare the pants off me. But if you're reading it from a decent person's point of view, who's been getting their ass kicked their entire life, and watching generations of people that look like you getting their ass kicked their entire life, Revelations coming true is a breath of fresh air. Burn this motherfucker down. I don't care. You understand? But what we need to understand is that it's time for us to grow. No, you're not happy. No, you're not happy with the job. No, you're not happy with sitting up here dealing with people you don't want to deal with. It's because that time is dying. It is literally not even on life support. It's taking its last breath. It's going, and people are steady just pushing on that chest trying to get it to go. And a lot of people want to stay in that world, including people that look like me, that this world ain't never been about. And a lot of us want to stay, hey, it's about the Instagram, it's about partying and everything else. You don't understand that time is over with. It's done. I can't even listen to when I listen to certain music, it brings back old memories, you know what I'm saying, of Alexander O'Neal and Sherelle, and you listen to that, he's like, oh yeah, I remember Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, that one came out when I was a shorty, but it's not the same feeling anymore. Everything has changed around me. Being a young person at this time, either you can get your head on straight and understand what's going on, or you can stay inside the cloud and be slapped into reality once everything that you are used to and count on comes crumbling down. Some of us are really not prepared for when all of this shit stops. See, I think you really do need to take a look at what's happening in Russia right now. Those people's buildings where they used to walk around and get Starbucks and drink are destroyed right now. The streets are covered with garbage and bombings, and you know what I'm saying? People are trying to run for their life. Families are being separated and stuff like that. They're like, oh, people volunteered to stay. No, they didn't volunteer to fucking stay. Their government told the women and children to go, and the men stay your ass right here because we need people to fight. America needs to be very careful at the same situation happening here. With the gentlemen, these young guys want to go out here, rob and steal. They got a trick for y'all asses coming up real soon. They're going to say either you can go to court, you can go to jail, or your ass can go to war. Because we don't have enough people inside the military right now that's willing to do this. People are getting, thrown out, or getting dismissed over not taking the pokey. You understand? So they're going to need some bodies and ones that they can just, throw over there and forget about. So if you got nieces and nephews and Ray and Pookie in them, you need to tell them they need to chill, because they're going to figure out a way. If you didn't hear in the address of the nation of the heathens, they're going to figure out a way to refund the police. Okay? So if this war gets any bigger than what it is, they're going to stop having in court. You're going to be saying, hey, we don't have time to house you, so we're going to put you on the next bus and plane to be shipped out of here and go overseas to fight in the war, since you want to play shoot 'em up, bang, bang, and rob motherfuckers, okay? Take it from me, that's where this is going. We need to understand and start lifting our minds up higher from where it is. This world is dead. It's done. It ain't no coming back. Right now, we just, like I said, life support. You go to work every day. You can see it around you at your job. Life support. These people don't know how they doing this. They lying to you on TV. Oh, we just added 6,000 more jobs, 600,000 more jobs to the economy. Bullshit. That's to keep the idea of we're coming back going. We're going to build back better coming. But before the pandemic, these are the new jobs that were added. The numbers are not jiving. Okay, they playing little mind games. They playing in your face with that. This world is dying. Meanwhile, you're tired. No matter how much money you have, no matter how many cars you get, no matter how many houses that you buy for your relatives and things like that, you still ain't happy, because it was things. The Most High is coming to deal with you. It's time to deal with you as a whole. And so many of us have been running. We have not had time to deal with us and our bullshit. It's time to deal with us. Some of us are mad with the Most High. Where was he when I needed him right there? Where was he when I needed him and I was sitting in the hospital by myself? Where was he when I was sitting up here and I didn't have no money and I didn't know how I was going to do this and this and that? Right there with you. And if you're okay today, it's because he was making moves to make sure you got to be okay. But you don't see that. We want to blame everything bad that happens on the Most High. We do. If the Most High was here, why is this happening? Why did my cousin die? Why is this and this? Everybody got a time. A lot of the amount of time on this planet. And then you got to put this flesh down. I do too. I just don't know when my date is. It's not going across my head constantly every day, or when my hour is. Okay, some people could walk out their house today and get hit in a car, no fault of their own, and they're gone. It wasn't that person started out their day, I'm just gonna go hit Mary and kill her and have her kids be orphans. No, it's just time for them to go. You're only here for a certain amount of time to do a certain little thing. And right now, anybody who's on this earth right now is here to see some amazing things happen. For some folks, it's the end of their world. They scared to death. Oh, pray for this and this people. Pray for the Ukraine. I have no prayers for any of that. That ain't got shit to do with me. Because if the situation was turned around, they would not be praying for me. Okay? My only thing is that the babies and things like that, innocent little kids, don't want to see terrible things happen to them. But people with their own ideologies and their own sicknesses and crazy stuff, it's easy for Americans to say certain things because it ain't our country that is going through getting bombed the shit out of. It's easy for us to say prayers when you don't have to go outside and you hear, you know, sat down the block. It's real easy to say thoughts and prayers. But if you are in the midst of that, you have a whole nother idea. Okay? And I think people need to keep that in mind. Because whether you believe it or not, in this world that we have today, and us seeing Babylon fall, because honey, around the world from the news that I am watching, it is looking like that conversation where everybody who's ever been bullied by the bully is saying, yeah, that bitch did that to you. Yeah, that motherfucker did that. You know what? Why don't all us get together and whoop her ass or his ass? That's what it's beginning to look like, y'all. The conversation is getting real greasy. Reality's about to change. Pay attention to what's going on in the Ukraine because it will come here. Occupation will come here once people start getting revealed and all kinds of things start getting exposed and all of a sudden this country finds out that somebody did this and America did that, and then all of a sudden everybody comes together and says, let's go fuck up America. Honey, what we gonna do then? Oh, that's coming. It's coming like a freight train. This land, people will come on it, okay? They ain't going to be able to take it over, but they going to come on it. That's the reason why they say your cities are going to be laid desolate. You understand? Wrap your mind around that if you're in a major city, if you're in New York or Chicago, California, LA. You understand what I'm saying? Wrap your mind around that. I'm looking forward to where this is going. I'm looking forward to what's happening to us right now is the level of us getting higher and higher in our understanding. But we need to understand that the Most High wants us to evolve into this new thing. Because when he does come, and he is coming, he's going to make his appearance, baby. Oh, is he going to make his appearance? And that's going to be a lovely day. But when he does come, he going to handle us very stiff because we are stiff people. Okay? And some of us are literally, we coasters. We coasters. And those are the type of people I can't stand. You only do just enough to get by. You're not fully into it. Even at work, I've been the type of person like, you slaving for these people. This has my name on it. I'm going to make sure it looks a certain type of way. And it's going to be a certain type of way. You know, take pride in something with my name on it. And then there's some people who don't give a fuck. I'm just doing enough to get this check, girl. Okay? And that's fine. And that's how they are. But there's some people inside this nation that are just doing enough just to get back. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to read. I just want to listen. I want to do the cheat sheet. I want to listen to Abdullah Seal. I want to listen to Big Judah. I want to listen to Big Levi and not do the homework. I'm sorry, sweetheart. You're going to have to do the assignment, y'all. You're going to have to do the assignment. Because some of you all need to be talked to directly. Some of you all need to be healed directly. And the only way to do that is to crack open these books and find out who you are for yourself. There's only so much. And this is the thing I love about Big Judah and all of them, all the rest of the guys. They ain't telling your ass everything, including Brother Man. Brother Man may read some things to you, baby, but it's up to you to go find out everything that he's talking about. And that brother be laying some stuff down, okay? But you got to go crack them books open and find out about them. Don't be a coaster. Because I'm noticing I'm feeling something in the nation. We got a lot of coasters. We got a lot of people who don't want to give up them habits. We got people that want to hold on to the world, yet still want to. I'm with y'all you know what I'm saying? I'm with y'all with all of this. But I'm still going, but I'm with y'all. In this, you got to walk it like you talk it. Okay? You got to give some to get some. Don't coast. Time is running out. Don't coast. Okay? Our people that came before us, it's unfortunate that they don't know what we know. But some of y'all are still here. Some of y'all can get it together. Some of y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. I just happen to be lucky enough to be young enough, because I'm in that mid area, to see this happening. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Talk to y'all in the next video.